All right. Hopefully everybody can hear me okay. And Joshua 14 here. Wanted to talk about the Surface event today. And a lot of things were announced as far as the Surface Pro 9, which I'm obviously most excited about. And the Surface Laptop 5, the Surface Studio 2 Plus for business, or not for business. I'm not sure how the specs there, and some other minor things like Microsoft Adaptive Accessories and a new audio dock and things like that. But yeah, so I wanted to go through a few of the key differences that I see in the Microsoft Surface Pro 9 spec sheet. So obviously they've upgraded to the 12th gen from 11th gen. And interestingly enough, it doesn't look like they have an i3 option, which I don't think they did with the Pro 8 as well. But let's look at the specs here. And if you have any questions about anything, let me know, because I watched the whole the live stream and definitely was intrigued about all that they announced. So, all right, here we go. The tech specs, full tech specs. All right, so they basically got rid of the Surface Pro X name, and they bundled it in as the Surface Pro 9 with 5G. And so that's going to have the Microsoft SQ3 processor, which is a Qualcomm Windows on ARM mobile processor, which also has a neural processing unit for Teams streaming and stuff like that. But essentially, you're going to have either the i5 with Intel 12th gen 1235U processor, which is their thin and light Ultrabook processor, or the i7 1255U, and which is their Intel Evo platform. So if you look around the device on the website, you'll see that they moved the Thunderbolt ports from the right of the device to the left of the device, and they also moved the power button from the right of the device to the top, which could be good if you want to actually put your Surface in portrait mode, like on a music stand. Hey, Saman, warm welcome to you as well. Thank you so much for watching. So that could be very cool. I've heard that some people, when they put it on a music stand, it hits the power button and turns it off, or you got to put like a towel underneath it to like kind of like brace it to not hit that button, which is cool for vertical. Like when you have it on your, lying in bed, you have it on your stomach or whatever to not have a press like that would be cool. So, other than that, they got rid of my beloved headphone jack. They murdered my boy. So you're gonna have to use a dongle, which I actually reviewed a dongle for USB-C to headphone jack with a hi-fi DAC, and you can get them for around $20 on Amazon, real cheap. Or you can buy a USB-C hub with USB-A ports, HDMI, a bunch of, SD card slots, with another headphone jack, which it'll just basically like work just like normal. It might not have a Wi-Fi, hi-fi DAC or something like that, but yeah, so that's like the main differences I see with the button placements. They said the type covers on the Pro 8 and the Pro X are still working. So you're not going to have to buy a new type cover if you're upgrading from one of those. And yeah, the resolution on the screen is the same, 2880 by 1920. Still have the 120 hertz dynamic refresh rate, which is great. It does have Dolby Vision IQ support. We'll have to see as far as that goes. But if you wanted a 5G mobile internet for the Intel versions, they don't have that. And they may do that as like a business add-on, like in a few months, which they've done in the past. Um, but yeah, as far as that goes, now everything else seems to be pretty comparable to the Pro 8 as far as all the features and everything like that. So this is really like a refresh. Internally, they've upgraded it to the 12th gen specs, moved the buttons around a little bit, but it's still the same chassis, still the same screen, still has the same type cameras and all that kind of stuff. They talked about a lot of things with video and doing, background blur and all that kind of stuff. So there is definitely a few, software things, but they're going to come out with that on the Pro 8, I'm sure. Maybe not the same exact features if it doesn't have that processing unit, whatever. So moving on from the Pro 9, they also refreshed the Laptop 5, and they're going to come out with the other thing I wanted to mention on the Pro 9 is the new colors. So we have blue sapphire and forest green, and which they both look really cool. And they do have a type cover that's like, custom, and you can also do like a custom blue sapphire etched surface, I'm sure, for an extra couple $100 or whatever. But so Surface Laptop 5, they have new colors as well. They have a sage color. So you can get platinum in Alcantara, platinum metal, sage in metal, black metal, and sandstone metal in the Surface Laptop 5. And they have the i5 1235U and 1255U, which I think is the same for the 13.5 model. So 12th gen Intel on there, as well as on the 15-inch model, they have an i7 only 1255U. I did want to mention on the RAM for the Intel Pro 9 and Laptop 5, they're doing LPDDR5X RAM, which should be a little speedier, which is good. And then, yeah, so the Laptop 5 kind of looks the same. I know a lot of people were saying they wanted the bezels to be smaller. But yeah, as far as did they get rid of the headphone jack on the Laptop 5 as well? No. So you still have a headphone jack there, but you only have one USB-C Thunderbolt port on the laptop, as well as one USB-A 3.1. So that's interesting. So we're going to have to see how these new 1235 and 1255U processors work for gaming. There hasn't been a lot of coverage on the U processors for gaming. There's been a lot on the P that I've seen out there. So what do you think? Should I get a Pro 9 and test it out for gaming? Of course I will. So last year I did the i5 and the i7 at the same time. It was kind of crazy to keep everything straight. So I'm going to switch back to my old model. I'm going to start with the i5 1235U model and yeah, try that out to start, and then we'll most likely upgrade to that i7 to see the differences and try a bunch of the same games so that you can see how things are working. So, what are your thoughts on the Pro 9, the Laptop 5? The other big announcement they had was the Surface Studio, um, which definitely the Surface Studio 2 Plus, which kind of is underwhelming because a lot of people were expecting 12th gen and we got 11th gen as far as the specs goes, which kind of makes, I mean, it's not excusing it, but they're using the i7 11370H processor, which is, I believe, just a quad core with the RTX 3060 NVIDIA with 6 gigs of DDR6 memory. And that will run you around $4,000 and up. So yeah, definitely a very, very pricey device, but still has that huge 28-inch touchscreen with the swivel. And it does have Thunderbolt 4 ports this time around. So if you are a creative and do art, drafting, all that kind of stuff, that is going to be a big upgrade for you. If you really love that form factor and having the touch screen and using the pen to draw on, will definitely make a big difference for you. So I would say if you were looking to upgrade from say you had a Surface Pro 6, do you want to go with the Pro 9 at a full price, or do you want to go with the Pro 8 at a big discount? I would say go with the Pro 8 right now. Just because of finances, but I'm sure they're going to do Black Friday deals, holiday deals coming up here in a few months. If you buy now, will Microsoft, if you bought it from Microsoft, will they do a prorate on the price? Probably. So it really just all depends on what you actually need. So, hey, Valkyrie, do I play Roblox? I have tested Roblox on the Surface Go, I believe, and maybe one of the old Surface Pros before. It will run on anything. It will even, I even tried it on the Surface Pro X. A Windows 10 Store version runs just fine. So it's very, they have it very well optimized for low end hardware. So yeah, but thanks for watching. So, all right, guys. Well, we're going to conclude there. In the coming, it comes out in 2 weeks here on the 24th, and hopefully I get it that day or the next day, and I can start playing some games for you. If you have any requests for games on the Surface Pro 9, let me know, and I'll try and get to them. But of course, I'm going to be playing a lot of FPS and RTS and RPGs and all that kind of stuff like I do regularly. So yeah, but yeah, the Surface Pro line is definitely premium for for what you get, but you have a touch screen, nice chassis, and the whole total package of the way the device looks, and and you still have support for eGPUs with Thunderbolt 4. So I'm definitely going to be trying to doing some heftier gaming with the Pro 9. So the Surface Pro 9 i5 model starts at $1,000. But then you have to think it doesn't come with the type cover, the keyboard, which you're able to use your own USB keyboards, Bluetooth keyboards, so you don't have to buy that. But it does really complete the mobile experience for going on the go, because the type cover also acts as a screen cover and has a bunch of the built-in function keys, brightness and sound and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm going to wrap it up there. But I'll put some of the specs of the Surface Pro 9 and where you can pre-order it on Amazon and Microsoft and stuff like that. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. And like I said, you're welcome to put in the comments if you want to see any games. I'm going to put up a post on the Surface Gaming subreddit as well. And I'm still going to be making some Surface Pro 8 gaming content. So I still have the i7 model there. So I'm going to be doing some comparisons to see, hey, is the Surface Pro 9 i5 better than the i7? 11th gen versus 12th gen. So I'm going to order the i5 in the forest green color. I'm excited about that color. So I would love to see how that looks. So yeah, unboxing and colors is going to be interesting to see how they really look in the wild. So thanks for watching. And like I said, if you'd like to see any games played on the Pro 8 or Pro 9 or whatever, feel free to let me know. I've got a keyboard Renaissance keyboard review coming, some other PC hardware headphones reviews coming. So would love the support. And hope you all have a great day, and we will catch you in the next one. Take care.